Coming up to just the last bit of the sports and lifestyle affair. Hope you all will join us in this interactive conversation that we're having with Maureen Minto in regards to arthritis. The phone lines are open, 1-888-991-5527 for Lyme and 1-888-935-55274 for Digicel. Call us and we can get the discussions going. But in the meantime, welcome, Maureen. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome.
Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. We're excited to talk about each feature each week. Arthritis is one of those ones I feel we don't shed a lot of light on, and there's so many little sayings and things I'd love to get into.
And so many people are affected by it as well.
Very true. Very, very true. I know, for instance, when I used to crack my knuckles, my grandmother or somebody would look at me and say, "Stop it, child, you're going to give yourself arthritis." Is there any connection between cracking your knuckles and
arthritis?
Yes.
All right. First, we need to understand what arthritis is. And most persons, of course, immediately they'll say it's a joint disease because that's where they feel the pain. But it's a joint disease, yes, but it's really because the person's eating habits. So the persons have been eating a lot of protein and the body makes the uric acid. They probably are not physically active where they're involved in sports or, they're on a physical routine and exercise routine. And so the body stores the uric acid, and in storing it, it actually stores it in the joint. But uric acid, as you know, is acid, it's toxic to the joint. So it creates the pain that, is crying out and saying, you need to relieve me. And so most persons with arthritis will also realize that the color of their urine is very high. It's yellow. It's more yellow than normal, and that's because their body always has, once there's the opportunity to get rid of some of the uric acid, it's going to do that, and that's what also influences the color of the urine. But when it comes down to cracking the knuckle now, it's a different issue, because cracking the knuckle is muscles, right? So you keep you force the muscles to go into a position that you want it to go in. So of course you'll damage the muscles, and in damaging the muscles, occasionally you might, some person's body heal fast, and after each time it heals, but for persons as you increase in age, the body's ability to heal itself decreases, and then it creates the right bed, the right opportunity for the uric acid to be stored in the joint, which also influences your ability to catch arthritis.
So it does affect. Wow, good to know.
But one thing I want to know though, is it affected by rain or when the time gets cold? Because yes, when it rains, my arthritis acting up.
Yes, or when the weather cold.
It is true, because like persons living in the UK, that they have more cases of arthritis than anywhere else in the whole wide world. Because they're always cold. They never have a summer or a warm summer as we do. And a lot of that has to do with the blood flow, because of course the uric acid travels in the blood, and once you slow it down, because the climate under colder climates, your whole body processes slows down a whole lot, which will influence the rate at which your body responds to arthritis.
Makes sense. So how can we, I know we can prevent it by not cracking our knuckles, but other than that, what are some of the ways that we can ensure that when we get older and our body slows down, that we don't have to be fighting this joint disease?
Being physically active is very, very important, because being involved in sports, even just watching sports, listening to sports, has a psychological effect upon one's physical. Yes.
Oh,
yes, man.
I've heard that theory, that your mind experiences whatever you watch. That's why you're careful what you're watching. Like if you see somebody fall, you kind of experience it somehow.
Definitely.
And I've heard it.
The true story is that persons who are involved in sports tend to have a greater pain. Their ability to endure pain is greater. So
the threshold.
Not necessarily the threshold, because the threshold actually just simply means do we both feel pain at the same time, and we will. But my ability to endure this pain that I feel, because different people have different psychological reasons for explaining why I will. Some persons say it's because of over the time being exposed to pain as an athlete. Some person says it's the person's drive. As an athlete, you have to have a certain amount of drive or determination, so it makes you, but of a truth, athletes do endure, and once you watch sports enough, you tend to realize that you will, after a while, even your own endurance actually increases.
Wow.
So becoming physically active is very important, but more so, or equally, is the diet. Increasing your water intake, making sure that your protein intake is low. Whether it's vegetarians need to be careful knowing that peas and beans and nuts have 7 times as much protein as meat actually does. Truly, because when the animal eats the peas and beans, 1/10 of this peas and beans is what they can transfer to the person who's going to consume the animal. Right, so the peas and beans have to actually have, so like corns or soya that is fed to the animals, it's 7 times richer than the animal meat that you're going to eat. So therefore you're going to be more exposed to uric acid from eating
the peas and beans. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
You never really hear that side of being a vegetarian.
No.
Twist.
But I mean, the good thing though, is that your body will release it. As a vegetarian, you will release meat. The body's ability to digest meat is different, because your body has to break back down the meat to amino acid to the same protein base that is in the vegetable. So therefore you hold on to it longer as a meat eater than as a vegetarian. You get rid of it much faster.
That's
So
what you mean.
there are a couple flips to it, but nonetheless, if you are suffering from arthritis and you are a vegetarian, you still have to decrease the amount, and more so if you're a meat eater, because there are some other contributory factors to creating the arthritis than just the uric acid.
All right, so now that we have exhausted the contributing factors, how can we prevent it? And from your area of expertise, herbs.
What herbs can make a difference? We love to talk about the herbs.
Of course, because we talk about it being a waste factor, you have to think about making sure that your body is cleaning itself. And this is where, again, physical activity is important, because you will sweat more, so you lose more of the uric acid. And then, of course, there are lots of bitter herbs that are very, very important. Most persons that would be more familiar with, there's a foreign herb that is called cascara, which is a good cleansing herb. Cascara sagrada, which is a really good cleansing herb. But like here in Jamaica, once you drink a bitter herb, it sends a message to the brain of cleaning itself.
Like cerasee,
bitterwood chip, aloe vera. So any one of those that you take will stimulate the cleansing process in one way or the other.
Should we be drinking herbs on a daily basis, these bitter herbs, or it's recommended that you have some kind of professional assist with the intake, or drink your herb them?
I'll say, a friend of mine always say, when you don't want to say yes or no point blank, you say yine. So I'm in between now saying, but it depends on your health history, really, because one of the things that we have to understand is that we now live in a commercial world. 50 years ago, every plant was actually considered to be a herb. So even callaloo, to 1 degree, was considered to be a herb. But when it comes down now to the textbook now, and to carrying it to the market, persons had to differentiate things, because like the cocoa and the dashin and the bado, they all have their medicinal properties, because they can be cooked, but they all have their medicinal benefits as well. But so everything to man 50 years ago was just food. All of it was food. But of course there was some food that are now classified more in as herb, had a different, persons wouldn't consume them every single day, or you would consume them in lesser amounts than you would normally. So all herbs are good, but sometimes you do need a little professional guidance and advice as to how to take it.
Right,
definitely.
Well, thanks so much, Maureen Minto. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Remember, she will be back next week, Wednesday, talking and sharing more ways of healthy living the natural way.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to it. So that sums up our day. And just a quick number, if you have any more questions, you can always reach out to Maureen at 420-0173. That's 420-0173. Folks, it's Wednesday. The mid-morning show is finished for the midweek. We'll catch you back tomorrow. Cisco and I will be here. Shania gets a break. But we'll be here jumpstarting our weekend on the Sports and Lifestyle Affair, only on KLAS Sports
and
FM
check
8 to
us
9.
out on Facebook, the Sports and Lifestyle Affair, and Instagram, Sports and Lifestyle Affairs.
And thanking the entire team for all your hard work today, and of course all of our guests that showed up. Bye guys, gotta run.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
This is KLAS Sports Radio with studios located in Kingston, Jamaica. Our mission is to enhance the quality of local broadcasting and entertainment by, among other things, projecting positive attitudes and values grounded in the cultural and historical heritage of the Jamaican people. Provide extensive sports coverage, independent, comprehensive news, information, and analysis